What if the single biggest reason you don't have what you want is the fact that you keep wanting it? It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? We are taught from childhood that desire is the engine of achievement. Work harder, want it more, visualize it daily, pray for it relentlessly. But mystical teacher Neville Goddard pointed to a subtle, psychological trap hidden inside the act of wanting, a trap that keeps millions of people permanently separated from their deepest desires. He called the principle to overcome this the law of assumption, but hidden within it lies a phenomenon known as the assumption paradox. By the end of this video, you will understand why your intense wanting is actively pushing your goals away, and more importantly, the exact shift in consciousness required to instantly bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. To understand the paradox, we first have to look at what happens in your mind when you say, "I want." When you express a deep, aching desire for wealth, love, health, or peace, what is the underlying state of your mind? Desire, by definition, is the confession of absence. You cannot want something you already possess. If you are holding an apple in your hand, you do not sit there longing for an apple, you simply have it. Neville Goddard built his entire philosophy around a profound biblical insight. Consciousness is the only reality. The universe does not respond to what you wish for. It reflects what you are. When you spend your days wanting, hoping and wishing, the dominant frequency of your subconscious mind is lack. You are broadcasting to the universe, "I am someone who does not have this." And because reality is a mirror reflecting your inner state, it continuously returns to you the exact experience of not having it. You become trapped in a perpetual state of waiting. The wanting itself becomes the barrier. This brings us to the core of the assumption paradox. The paradox states, to acquire what you desire, you must completely abandon the state of wanting it. Neville Goddard stated, you must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled until the assumption has all the sensory vividness of reality. Notice the word he used, assume. He did not say demand. He did not say beg. He did not say hope. To assume means to take upon yourself the internal reality of something before the external world provides proof. It is a psychological leap from "I hope to become" to "I already am." Think about how this operates in basic psychology. When you move into a new house, you don't wake up every morning stressing over whether you own the house. You simply live in it. The energy shifts from striving to being. When you want something intensely, you create psychological friction. You monitor the external world for signposts. You check your bank account, your phone, or your mirror every 5 minutes to see if your manifestation has arrived. But that constant checking is proof that you don't believe it's yours yet. Doubt is nothing more than wanting in disguise. So how do you break the cycle? How do you transition from the exhausting loop of wanting to the effortless state of having? Neville outlined a critical distinction between looking at a state and occupying a state. Most people use visualization incorrectly. They close their eyes and imagine themselves standing on a stage receiving an award, or driving their dream car, or sitting across from their ideal partner, but they view it like a movie screen. They see themselves in the picture. Neville warned against this. When you see yourself in the picture, you are looking at the state from the outside. You remain the spectator, separate from the experience. To trigger the law of assumption, you must step into the scene. You do not watch yourself drive the car. You feel your hands gripping the leather steering wheel. You look out through your own eyes at the road ahead. You smell the interior. You hear the engine rumble. You do not visualize to make something happen in the future. You visualize to experience the present reality of it, inside your consciousness right now. When the internal experience feels completely natural, the wanting dissolves. Why? Because in your mind it is already done. Neville provided a practical technique to bypass the analytical mind and plant these assumptions directly into the subconscious, SATs, or state akin to sleep. Every night, right before you drift off to sleep, your brainwaves slow down into the theta state. In this window, the doorway between your conscious and subconscious mind stands wide open. Here is the step-by-step process to apply this tonight. First, construct a short, simple scene that would imply your desire has already been fulfilled. It shouldn't be an entire movie, just a 5-second loop, a handshake, a friend congratulating you, or putting a key in a front door. Second, lie down. Relax your body, and enter that drowsy, sleepy state where you are almost asleep, yet still in control of your attention. Third, replay that short scene over and over through your own eyes. Feel the physical reality of it. Focus on one or two sensory details, the cold touch of a metal door handle or the warmth of a voice. Repeat this loop until the feeling of naturalness washes over you. Naturalness is the key word. If your assumption feels overwhelming, wild, or unbelievable, your subconscious will reject it. It must feel as natural to you as your current life feels right now. When you fall asleep in that feeling, your subconscious accepts it as a present fact. The ultimate test of the assumption paradox happens when you open your eyes in the morning. The physical world, what Neville called the 3D world, is slow. It is merely a delayed shadow of past thoughts and assumptions. When you wake up, the physical world may still show you the old reality. The bank account hasn't changed yet. The phone call hasn't come. This is where 99% of people fail. They assume for 20 minutes in meditation. Look out at the physical world, see no immediate change, and instantly fall back into wanting and lacking. Living in the end means remaining mentally faithful to your inner reality. Regardless of temporary external evidence, you do not react to the shadow. You walk with the calm assurance of someone who knows the order has already been placed and is on its way. When you stop needing the 3D world to validate your state, the paradox collapses. The moment you no longer need it to happen to feel complete, it manifests. Stop wanting. Stop pleading. Stop asking permission from the world around you to feel successful, loved, or secure. Assumption is an act of quiet, unshakable courage. It is the decision to claim your reality from the inside out, knowing that consciousness is the foundation upon which all matter is built. Tonight, as you lie in bed, let go of the struggle, step out of the state of wanting, and step boldly into the feeling of already being who you choose to be. If this perspective shifted something for you today, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into Neville Goddard's teachings and subconscious mind mastery. Just leave a comment below with the phrase, "It is already done." Thank you for watching, and remember, as you assume, so shall it be.